Oh, Lee Anderson is back to give us another entertaining debate. He started to have a bit of a clash with the champagne socialist Gary Neville. Now, Lee Anderson is one of the last few actually conservatives left in Parliament as an MP and is on the backbenchers. And a lot of people are still questioning why are you still part of the Tory party when they don't even like you and they don't even give you any opportunity, Lee. But he decided to have this debate on Twitter again with Gary Neville, obviously, as you do. And he said about the video that we did a few days ago when Gary Neville used his ITV platform to promote the Labour Party political broadcast. And Lee Anderson said, another party political broadcast by a millionaire. Looks like ITV is on my banned list now. Talk about football, Gary, and keep your nose out of politics. You don't know what you're talking about. Now, this is exactly the same narrative that I used there the other day as well. Also, Lee Anderson is pretty new to Twitter. Until now, he refused to have a Twitter account, but with popular demand, people forced him to join the cesspit that is Twitter, and he's been absolutely hilarious on the platform. If you want to follow him, if you're on Twitter, if you want to follow him, definitely do it. Gary Neville decided to reply to that tweet. He said, I'm glad you're PR. Can't say family friendly show, guys. The biggest set of charlatans to ever be in power. Gary, Lee Anderson is not in power because he's not part of the government. The fact that idiots like Gary Neville don't understand the difference between backbench MPs, who are local constituency MPs, and governments, who happen to sit in Parliament as well, is absolutely mind-blowing. I'm blaming the education system. And just because he's part of the same party doesn't mean he's in power. Doesn't mean he's part of the government. In fact, Lee Anderson repeatedly and consistently stands up in the House of Commons and attacks his own government, his own party in government. He's not in power. He's technically, it doesn't really matter if he's red or blue or nothing. He's basically an independent MP at this point. So Lee Anderson decided to come back with saying, come and stand against me at the next election then, in Ashfield. Would love to see you debate with someone other than yourself. Well done. That's exactly how you do it. Now, what do you think Gary Neville would say in return? Would he address what Lee Anderson just said? Is he going to say, yes, I will stand against you, or no, I'm not going to stand against you? No. Gaslighting. He's going to go with gaslighting. Of course, he's going to change the debate. He's going to shift the goalposts as usual. Gary Neville said, well, you voted to stop children eating school meals in a pandemic. That ends any debate you will ever enter with anyone. Classic leftism. This is basically, well, I'm going to call you a fascist, and then that ends the debate. And that means we don't have to have a debate. Because I just called you the worst thing. You're the devil. You're a villain. And I just won. I won the debate now. That's it. You're the worst person ever. That's exactly how they debate. That's how they shut down debate. Because it said, well, I'm not going to actually reply to that tweet. I'm not going to say yes or no. So all I'm going to say, okay, let's just shift the goalposts. Let's go with gaslighting. And let's basically say, well, you are already the worst person in the world. So I don't need to debate with you. And they don't run away like snowflakes. And also, they always rephrase things. And because the problem is, we have these websites, including the MPs that they work for you website, that show you the voting record that MPs have. The way the parliamentary language works, that's a problem. Because, for example, there's been so many examples in the past where an MP would vote against an amendment on a specific bill. For example, health. Are you in favor of hospitals or not? Do you want to build a hospital or not? And there's a tiny amendment that is basically just a left-wing amendment that Labour Party do. And if you vote against it, that website would say, this MP is against hospitals. And that's always been the case. This MP hates women. And they just hate children. And this always has been used by the idiots and the useful idiots and the champagne socialists to simply just end the debate, shut down the debate. It's a big problem. We need to do something about it. But definitely check out Lee Anderson's Twitter account because it's absolutely hilarious. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.